Welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have questions or comments, we have multiple ways to be reached. Twitter is, of course, the best way for those who need instant gratification. The show's Twitter feed is @SkimPod, SKIMPOD.
Stays Crunchy.
If you want to hear yourself on the show, why not leave us a voicemail? 216-302-8763. That's 216-302-8POD.
Stays
For the
Crunchy.
more patient amongst you, the email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Crunchy again being spelled with a K. We're available via Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, Spotify, and of course at the website stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show wherever you can.
Stays Crunchy.
And if the pockets is feeling extra chunky, you can put in on this and support our Patreon. It's available at patreon.com/stayscrunchyandmilk. And if you donate at the $5 or higher level, you get an entire extra show each month with even more content coming soon.
Stays Crunchy.
Our personal Twitters are Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, The Real ODP, and I'm your host, the Internet's Tayrail713.
My back was starting to hurt and like it was pulling, so I was like starting to get like sharp pain.
Yeah, ranks your back. What you did to your back?
I think it was just because my hip has been
You've been walking, trying to only correcting one thing and fucking up the other
the
one.
left side was hurting. Now the right side's hurting. Man, I think and it's pulling on the back on the right side. So it basically I just shifted because I was like favoring the one side for like a week and a half.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully,
Once the right side heals up, then hopefully I'm like right as rain.
yeah, I have Monday. I'm getting blood work done again, and then the next Monday after that, I go see my doctor. So hopefully, like if I can find out why am I still in pain?
Every time I hear someone say the word doctor, I think back to Chappelle's show when it was like the internet. Like, what if the internet was a real place? Sketch?
Yeah.
And it's
Buddy.
Yeah, but then it's the like the one where the dude.
Damn right, I'm a fucking doctor.
Yeah, damn. Like the penis enlargement. It's a cream. It's a salve. Just rub it into the skin.
Sad. I love
Are you a
that word.
doctor? Fucking right, I'm a doctor. Use this shit myself.
Is that old man who said what's called right? Don't
Get the big ones.
Yeah.
who was let me holler at you.
Yeah,
It was the same
let me
actor.
holler.
Yeah, it's the same actor, right?
Yeah. He did that, and then he was the banging Chappelle's granny or whatever. When keeping it real goes wrong. Yeah. Go to the store and get the rubbers. Get the big ones.
As soon as I catch the vibe, tell him to go fetch the hearse. Shorty, I'm pressing lines, lifting that Lauren shirt. Tell her to bless the girth if she with it. I'm in that kitchen, wrist water, rip and work. Nigga, I don't do that. Niggas get blew back and blowed away. Wes is making Mexicans like, oh, I lay okay. I'm on something. Mama should have told you it'd be days like this. I'm just a tale from the crypt. I'm on that seance shit. I'm trying to make $1 million, keep a hood while crossing over on some AI shit. That AI shit makes me so proud. Thing makes me kind of upset at you, Vince Staples.
Yeah,
because it was kind of unnecessary.
I'm gonna say, as a man who has no idea what that song was, I couldn't concentrate on anything you were saying after the W word. I don't know if that was my white man clutching the pearls thing, but
the rhyme.
I went.
The rhyme is thoroughly like, oh, I see what you're saying. Wesson's making Mexicans. He's saying he's shooting people with Smith & Wessons. Sure thing, I get it. But I feel like, but I don't live in Southern California. I have no idea how that shit goes down. They may be cool, just like, black folk in New York seem to be cool with Puerto Ricans saying nigga. So maybe Mexicans is cool with black folk in Long Beach saying
That seems to have transversed just New York, because that should be going down here.
well,
I grew up around a bunch of people saying that, and I go,
can you get away with that?
Por qué?
Yeah, for what exactly? Yeah, I don't think I don't know anybody in California either, but the WB word, I don't think that's
Welcome to the WB.
It's Stays Church and Milk back in this bitch again. The comfy confines on 200 Public Square. Back in the corner, so it's a little more chiller vibe. Oh, that song is called Wool. It's off of Earl Sweatshirt's I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside album. That is a Vince Staples verse. It's actually kind of seriously one of my favorite Vince Staples verses. I realized he said some fucked up shit, but I constantly hear things. I was listening to what was I listening to the other day, and somebody straight up said the F word, and I was like, I can't believe we were just loosely popping that word off back in the day like he was just sweet. So, but whatever. I can't. I have to like, you know what I'm saying. We've grown as people, I guess. But again, we in here, we kicking it, we doing the dang thing. And I got Tatum 216 and Lunchbox 2099 on my side. Listen, Missing Man is the real ODP who unfortunately had to hold it down to work. They had to hold it down to work. Somebody, a coworker of his, family member passed away, so most of the team went to go try to be supportive of that operation, but he had to hold down the actual office. So that's what he is up to this go around.
I hope he isn't giving people too hard of a time when you got to check their bag at the door.
I mean, hey, it's how it goes down in that particular office. You got to wand them and stuff. So I was at his house the other day to get him to go to Box's house, and his youngest son just basically gave me the full kitchen tour. It's like, look at this, Uncle. Look at this. So like, so I'm saying, like, right here's where the snacks is at. I'm like, okay, I see you.
I watched your ride along video. Like, well, I did a little fast forward in the middle.
It's hard.
But I watched most of it, and then I'm like, wait a minute. As I'm watching, because keep in mind, I haven't gotten to the end yet.
Yeah.
I'm like, is T about to give a step-by-step guide on how to get to my house?
Well, as you got to the end, you was like, okay. He clearly cut that off quickly. He was like,
yeah.
I was driving South Central.
I mean, like, now I'm going to have people walking around my neighborhood just going, Box? Box?
I mean, it's already somebody like that listens they're probably already interested in where you live at.
Well, they already know.
Oh,
yeah.
Surprised. Poop pow.
No, I when I do the other version of it, I always kind of, one, you see where I park at. I mean, if you ever watched any of the other ones, you'll see where I park at. It's like, it is in the body of where we work at, but not where we work at. And so, and then I don't think I've done one. I've done one going toward the house, but like I said, again, I cut that bitch off before I get to even the like streets before my street, just so we can keep it cool. Like, all right, people are a little too close to the house. You gotta stop this. But in general, I try to because I know I now have X amount of time. Most of the time, it's like I don't get anywhere near anything. That particular video, we got quick towards your house quicker than I even thought possible. And I was like, well, shut this down. I got to get off this camera.
At that time of night, like, you can zip. It's basically like 2 main streets and a couple turns.
What's wild is after we left, you know, saying the goddamn blizzard. So then it was the other one going back. We had slow. So it was the slow road, like, because I'm like, I don't want to spin out and whatever. Winter showed up in Cleveland, basically. The 28th of February? Basically, what would have been in a normal year, the last day of February. And I'm like, what the hell is you doing here? You ain't been here this whole time. You got the nerve to show up now.
And then it was all melted within like a day and a half.
Yeah, because
Saturday was snowy, and then Sunday it melted.
Yeah. And like melted.
I walked out of the house today and looked around. There ain't like a bit of snow around anywhere.
Yeah.
My neighbors, like the pizza boxes and shit, are firmly in their tree lawn, visible for everyone to see. I feel real bad because, like, I'm pretty sure that, like, the old man is just no longer there.
Yeah.
So now the house is just, like, full of youth.
Yeah.
That have children, and I don't know.
They're just not taking good care of it.
I have a feeling like that place it's gonna be like condemned within 5 years.
Oh, that's sad. Man, what's been going on in general, though, gentlemen? What has your life been? How's your days been? How you feeling? I know you said you got a little aches that you're working on.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I got another sinus infection, but I'm not gonna say it's. I mean, of course, it doesn't pass on its own, but you know, the color of the stuff that's coming out is a better color than it has been.
Good.
But yeah, like at first I was pretty good with coming back to work. But I don't realize that work sucks. Like
I think what it is our jobs aren't like personally fulfilling. It's just something we do.
That's true.
And it's not like terrible, so we just every day we get by it. But then like you get that little break and that little taste of change, a little bit of freedom, and then when you come back, you go like, "Why the fuck am I here?" Because that's how I felt.
I feel like I don't know, like the people are like loud, like it was just like unnecessarily loud, and it was just.
I read something last night. Actually, it might have been this morning. I don't know. My days are getting mixed up, but it was on Instagram, someone's Instagram stories, and it was talking about how we'll, as people, like we'll condition ourselves to think that like pain and situation will normalize it as a way to like get through it, and we'll think that like that's how things are supposed to be. And I think like our jobs become like that too, where like I thought like I grew up dreaming to do what I do. I just happened to fall into it, and I've had worse jobs. So then when I get this one, I'm like, oh, this is fine. But then like when I get a couple days away, and then like I come back, and that first day I have that feeling of like
just that bullshit.
Like, you mean like there's a potential like I could be doing something else? Like, this is it. Like, why am I here? I don't give a shit about this. I don't hate it, but it's not like I feel personally like if it were to not exist tomorrow, I probably wouldn't care.
It's because I've actually lifted boxes for a living. Like, so I know what it is to have to lift boxes for a living.
That's what it is. It's like I've been on the other side of like the manual labor, minimal pay job. So I appreciate how much I make and what I get out of it. But for the actual like job itself, I don't care.
Yeah, it's definitely.
That's how I feel when everyone's like, "Oh, we got this issue and it's got to do this thing and this." I'm just like, it'll happen when it happens.
Yeah, like
I'm not gonna like, oh no, the sky's falling. I got to do everything I can and take ownership of this issue to make sure that something is, taken care of professionally. And I'm like, nah, y'all fucked it up. I'll do it when it gets done.
I was talking to like a older person that we work with, and she was just like, oh my God. Like, she was leaving for a doctor's appointment. She's like, I'm so glad to be out of here. And I was like, oh, okay. But then she was like, how's things going over there? I'm like, it's going pretty good. I can't complain. She was like, well, you could. And she was like, because this, and this happened. I was like, well, I think the mistakes that everybody makes around us is what keeps us in business. Like, our whole department is a department that they built to catch people's mistakes that they kept on making. Like, I like it's mostly fine.
Like, keep fucking up, you keep me employed.
Yeah. I just hate that, like, I hate saying all the women, but most of the women in our office laugh like Julia Roberts, and it's getting on my nerves.
I think like the only thing that like I could really complain about right now is one of my coworkers this morning was ranting and raving about something that was assigned to them. And he's the usual, like, I'm not doing this, and I'm not working on this, and this person's this, and I'm not doing it. And like, I'm thinking, like, okay. And you just hear this going on for like an hour. And then my boss messages me, and he goes, hey, can you stop by real quick? And then I come over there, and he goes, hey, can you work on this? Do you have time for this? And I'm just like, he starts telling me about it. I'm like, wait a minute. Isn't this the thing that the other person's been yelling about for the last hour about how they're not doing it? I'm like, so they just on the floor ranting and raving for an hour, and then like rather than just tell them to suck it up and do it, like you're just gonna pass it off to me, like this is sweet.
My man threw a garbage can once and got called in on the bullshit. But you can just yell and say how you not gonna do the job I pay you to do, and you can get away with it.
Yeah,
that's wild.
I got two things. One, like, don't nobody do shit like that over on our side of the way. It always seems like you have like quite a few stories.
You have an
like,
exciting bunch around you, I guess.
Like you were saying, like this lady was gonna go on vacation, and her boss asked her, "Has she done the list she was supposed to do?" She's like, "No, I didn't, but I'll be on vacation tomorrow." Like, nobody does that kind of stuff. And then like I didn't really take up for your boss, but like one of my coworkers were talking to the lady who sat behind you, and she was saying like he's clueless. I'm like, I don't think he's clueless. I think he works with a lot of fucked up people. And then he can't give a shit no more. Like,
me?
No, your boss.
Oh.
When you said he, I was like, they said that about me?
No. she said it about your boss. I'm like, like just look at the people that's around him. Like, nobody can be trusted. Everybody's like, seems like they're a lot of backbiters over there. Like, that guy's like the lone soldier over there almost.
There's like a handful of us that like do a lot of work, and like I'll grumble.
Hold on. All right, keep going. I pushed the button, didn't mean to.
Oh, okay.
And then there's like the people who like try but like just aren't capable. And then there's a faction of people that are just like, I'm not doing this. You gotta have someone else do it because I refuse. And then they go, okay, well, I don't want to hear you cry for an hour. So, hey, person who I know won't tell me no, can you just do it?
That's actual madness to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. To no end do I get it. I don't get it at all. I don't get why you wouldn't just pull that person aside and be like, bruh, nah, you will do this, or we can have a conversation with HR. Or we can get this write-off popping, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I know. I mean, I guess I know maybe it's not worth your trouble, because if in the end you wrote them up and they don't catch hell for it, then like you wrote them up and now they're gonna be just mad at you for writing them up. But at the same time, it's like, that's bullshit. I don't even live that life. I don't. And again, I'm sorry. That's no me not talking shit about you. I just don't live that life over here. I got a very cool boss. I got a very cool vibe. I put my headphones in. I don't even hear these ladies laughing. But also, I'm on the side of the world where we so close to one of the bigger bosses that motherfuckers just keep their yap shut.
The thing about it though is for me, it's the framing of it all.
Yeah.
Like, I do appreciate the fact that like I don't really get like called to the carpet for anything that I do, because like if I'm a few minutes late, come back from break or whatever, like I'm appreciative of the fact that I don't have someone on my ass.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day too, like I'm not like I won't refuse to help if someone needs help, but like. I heard them ranting for an hour and screaming about how they're just not doing it.
Yeah.
So it's not that they need help. They're just refusing to do it. And now
it's just so wild to me.
I'm just saying, you be away from work for a couple of days and then tell me how your ears are.
Oh, I literally walk in with headphones in. I don't hear any of this place.
I do have my headphones.
Every time it's true though, because I pass him on my way to the bathroom and he never doesn't have his earbuds in both ears.
He was at my desk for a hot.
Like, I don't even bother to say hello because I'm like assuming he came and hear me. I just head nod.
Yeah, he was at my desk the other day for what could have been moments.
It was like a minute and a half.
I know.
And then I just started shoving his book bag around because he was literally just staring at his phone, watching like a video or something. Yeah. And his head wasn't even couldn't even see me in his peripheral.
Yeah.
Well, usually people with glasses don't have good peripheral vision.
Well, it's because I get more because I was turned this way and he was literally on my six at that point. But
I mean, I would never punch my girlfriend, but like if it's outside,
you know where it's coming from.
Come in like a raptor. You know what I'm saying? Come in.
The attack's never from the front; it's from the side.
Yeah, more like if I had the spear, I'm like, you can't see me on these sides.
That could be good plausible deniability, though. It's like, how do you prove it was me? You couldn't see it. You don't know where the attack came from.
You can still see colors and shapes.
But as to that end, what I have found, especially going, like I said, this year, with this, I'm trying to focus on this shit. Going to my creative pocket has helped a good deal too, because I've just been elsewhere in my head. I've been researching shit and buying shit for different shows. I've been ordering art for other shows, and it's like I've been in the creative pocket, and it just kind of, it's soothing. It soothes my whole mind, you know what I'm saying, to a lot of shit. So it's like, that's really how, like I said, work. It's brief. It's just, it's a little part of my daily interaction. I get home, I go see my family. I go see
Work's not really brief though. Like, I get up lately. I get because I've been working OT too. Yeah. So it's like I get up at 6:30. I shower, feed the cats, get dressed, and all that. I'm out the door. I drive downtown, which takes like 20 some minutes, and then I have to park. And then walk for 15 minutes uphill to get here. And then I'm here an hour before my shift right now. And then, I don't leave the building. I either go work out for a little bit, I'm trying to get back into that, or we're doing this or whatever. And so it's I'm not, gone anywhere. And then I'm there until 6. And then by the time I walk back to my car and drive home, it's close to 7. And then 3 and a half hours later, I'm in bed to get up and do it all again.
Yeah, it feels, I don't know, it feels like sometimes, being at home is longer than being here. I have so much of my time that's not my time at home. This seems like a breeze at times. It's like, oh, I don't gotta clean up poop, and then you tell me, no, you didn't poop today? Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I get, cause, your situation's different with kids and everything.
Yeah.
I guess for me, it just when I came back from those 5 days off when I was sick, and I'm sitting there and I'm just I'd rather be doing something else right now.
Yeah, I was talking to my girlfriend and I was like, I'm ready to go. And she was just like, I thought you loved being at work. I was like, I like being at work. And I didn't say I just want to leave here. I just said I wanted to come home. I just want to not be at work today. It's kind of like, I do kind of feel like sometimes I just like, you know.
I've been thinking about it too sometimes. Like, man, I've been here for like 8 years now. Am I really going to be here till the end? Like, is this it? Like, am I just going to stick this out here for like another 25 years and then call it a wrap and then like 5 to 10 later die?
I don't know. I kind of do feel like it'll just be like, well, Anthony ain't coming back. I mean, dead. But I don't know. Like, just what else are we gonna do?
That's the other thing. It's like, all right, I've been committed to this for so long. It's like being in a bad relationship where like I've been in it for so long. I'm pot committed, and I don't know what else I would find out there.
Yeah, it was funny.
Sometimes like, you know, not knowing what on the other side is scarier than actually going and looking.
It's not the last episode of Why Won't You Date Me. It was the one before with some, I forgot the lady's name, but she was saying how like, you know, another one of Nicole's buyer's problem is that like she's fearful of a relationship like this, like you know, she's fear-based instead of like, you know, actually trying to find somebody on a level of like, on a love level, like not going about it the right way. It's like you don't go on anything like being fearful of like if it's that you need to be away from it. Like holding on to somebody because you're scared is it just doesn't work. She'll call back. I'm ready.
It's all good, but. Again, I've been at this gig for now 20 years. It gave me 2 children. It has kept a roof over my head. It has got me through some rough times. It's get me through it. It made times a whole lot easier some days. I don't trip off it like that, man. It's just not how I look at it. It's just how my mind works and how I approach this whole situation. I'm not salty off this shit. I take a day off here and there, trying to go kick it. I got took off like election day and the day before election day, so I was like, cool. I got a 4-day weekend coming up, so that's another thing. That's throughout the year I sprinkle myself some me time, and it's just my vibe, man. And so if this is the career, and I don't even consider it a career. It's my job. It's truly, I don't have a career because I never finished school and I don't have a career situation, but. Because of that, I don't look at it as if, okay, this is what I do. This is what I do. It's just what I do to keep bills paid, keep a roof over my head, and hopefully get my children through college. And who knows if that'll all pan out? But that is just what it is. So I'm never worried about it. I'm never tripping off of it. I've been laid off from this company before, only to be brought back. You know what I'm saying, relatively quickly. And have everything that you know what I'm saying, all my seniority and money and everything, like, are you good? Yeah, all right back in your pocket, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I think at this point, like, that doesn't really worry me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like now that my car's paid off, my credit cards are all basically at zero.
Yeah.
The only thing I'd have to cover is my mortgage and my utilities. And like with the severance and everything, I can get by until I find another job. And the way the market is right now, it seems like everyone who leaves finds another job for the most part relatively soon. So it's like, that part doesn't even bother me. Like, part of me would even probably welcome it.
What about your kitty litter habit? What you want to do about that?
What do you mean my kitty litter habit?
I also think having suffered a layoff once, you know what I'm saying? That also has kind of like, it has insulated me a bit against this bullshit.
It's like,
oh yeah, I mean, like, I got fired once, and like I'm like, I could go through that again.
Yeah, and so like I said, it's just, I don't trip, man. I just don't.
Yeah, I feel like you when you get laid off or fired, you miss the routine and the people. But you find other people.
When I got fired last time, I only missed like 2 people.
but it was still 2 people you missed though.
And even after that, time faded.
Oh yeah. I mean that does happen. It's like, oh man, I can't believe I'm not gonna see you there. It's like, oh, okay, I don't see him no more.
Time does indeed heal all wounds. It just does. And so after a while, like, cool, man. So that's just where I'm at in it all. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I guess you're supposed to want more and blah 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 blah. And I'm like,
I definitely want more, but
of what?
like, I want more, like, if I was in my job, money, because I get, like, pretty good time away. I have a little bit of flexibility with, like, them letting me leave on Tuesdays for bowling, like, early, you know, like, I just, like, it's off the books, essentially. Like, I don't know. I think sometimes I just get bored.
I do get bored, but at the same time, it's like, what else do I really want to do? Because like everybody's like, well, you should cook. I'm like, no, I don't. I do that for fun and for friends and family, but I don't want to do it every day because I'm not gonna like it anymore.
If, like I said, if we could, because we always talk about, you know what I'm saying, opening, you know what I'm saying, a food truck, kind of whatever vibe. It's like I would want you there to build the menu, but I would not want you in there cooking every goddamn day, because then I'm not kicking it with you.
I kind of feel like if I did a food truck, I would already be like independently wealthy, or already have like enough money where I don't have to worry about it, because like
that's what I've always thought about with like side businesses and stuff like that. Is I'd want to make sure that like if it fails, it's not like
it's okay.
I'm not destitute and shit like that. That's why, like, when I talked about, like, wanting to be, like, a landlord eventually, like, that's, like, a couple years down the line plan. That's, like, I got to make sure that my own shit's taken care of before I think about getting a second one.
That's just cloud talk, man.
I was
my favorite Simpsons gags.
I was watching the Chef show on Netflix, and it, like, everybody they were saying how they took a chance on themselves because, like, you know, John Favreau, like, he worked in investment banking at first, and then he like stopped and became an actor. And I don't know the lady's name, but she was like some cupcake queen, and like she was like, yeah, I was doing this pretty much the same thing, and I was just like, nah, I'm gonna make cupcakes. And I was just like, should I just like stop what I'm doing and just like bet on myself? But then I was just like,
so now flip it another way, and I say, okay, John Favreau, you were an investment banker. What was your people's doing? How much, you know what I'm saying, did you get from outside sources and so forth and so on? Same for a cupcake lady, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, she had to support, like, her husband still like worked and stuff.
Yeah,
that's the other thing. Like, I feel like it's a little easier to take that gamble when you don't have a wife and kids to support.
They didn't have kids yet.
Like, when you fail and it's just you, then it's a little more understandable. But when you got other mouths to feed, like, that's a harder gamble to take.
It's kind of like you spitting an AI. I'm gonna take a risk on me that can fuck your lives up.
Yeah, like it was funny. Like, I think Kanye West was talking about how that's how his dad was, like, always trying to have a scheme. He was like, and even like when Kanye got on, like, his dad like started on like a flavored water company that didn't make it. Yeah. Like, I was like, I don't want to be like that. I'm sure, like, I can, you know, ramp it up a little bit when the kids get older and do something else. Like, but I don't want to ramp it up too. I just want to be like, I just want to be the dad that, like, at 16, I would at least be able to buy you a car that's not going to break down on the way to where you're going. That's my only goal. Like, other than that, what else is there in life besides, like a lot of people are like, oh, you shouldn't work your life away. But I do like eating cereal sometimes, and I want to eat Special K, not Walmart Stay Awake.
That's the other thing too, like, where you go on social media and you'll see like the posts about like, oh, I was doing this, but I didn't want to do that anymore, and this was my passion, and then one day I took a chance. Like, I saw one like a week or two ago on Twitter where it was like some dude who's like, oh yeah, I used to work for Dish, but then on like the weekends I would go hang TVs for people, and because like I guess that was like something Dish would do too, like when they set it up, they would also like hang TVs, and he's like, I was doing that, and then Dish found out, and they told me that I needed to quit doing that because it was a conflict of interest, because, you know, I was supposed to be doing it for their business. And he's like, I walked out of that meeting, I quit, and I started my own company, and 10 years later here I am as the guy who hangs TVs. And I'm just like, okay, you're one guy who had a success story. Like, what about all
that? But technically that wasn't a success story because that was 10 years later. Like,
yeah, what happened? What happened between
well, yeah, that's my point too. Is like, they don't publicize all the people who do that shit and then don't make it.
Yeah.
Where are they at?
I think everybody, if you want to break it down, I feel like everybody's life is like Instagram. You only posted the 8th picture, or like all that shit in between. It's like,
There's a fine line, like between like betting on yourself and realizing when you shouldn't push all your chips into the middle.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel like I'm of 2 miles with it. I can definitely respect somebody's like, because my uncles always say like, you should work for yourself. I'm like, doing what? What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I think some of it too is some people just aren't capable of working for themselves.
yes.
There's a reason why like some of y'all don't have like management capability, and like you're just always going to be like, you'll be like the all-star worker who pumps out the most productivity, and you're reliable in that regard, but you'll never be anyone who like someone can trust to run a team.
I kind of feel like, even like, especially at our job, there's some people who still should be running teams.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that shit happens just because they were there the longest. Like,
Yeah.
well, this person's been doing the same thing for 13 years, and I guess we'll give them a shot.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like especially where we work at, it's gotten a little bit better, sort of. But I just see some of the people, I'm like, you're barely a human being. Like,
Jesus.
like you're a total piece of shit. And like, and yeah, you're just not a good person. Like, you talking to other people on the phone about what they should be doing isn't what you should be doing. You should be getting out of here.
And like a lot of times, it seems like people who get promoted and new jobs in our site, it's just because they were like friendly with someone who has some influence on the hiring process.
Oh yeah.
There was a couple people who got like promoted like that in the last like year and a half, that everyone's just like, how did that person get that? Oh, it's because this other person who was a higher rank thought they should have it.
I kind of feel, I don't feel that way anymore. But I'm like, man, I should start smoking cigarettes, because that's where like everybody for a point in time that's where all the higher ups were, was just downstairs smoking.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, I should start smoking cigarettes, or Black and Mild.
Come through the full.
That also seems to be where all the infidelity lays, is in Smokers Row.
I mean,
Right.
you know, getting a strange handy every once in a while ain't kill nobody.
Well, that's where someone got impregnated at.
Really? Somebody
Yeah.
got impregnated?
Yeah, remember? The old girl who, like, when I first started here, she met Bizarro me down there.
Oh yeah. Oh, smoking.
Yeah.
If you smoke, you poke. You know.
All factualized statements. So right now, I just make podcasts and I make videos, and I've been having fun with that. If that would ever, I guess that if that were to take off like a shot, come on, bro. At this point, I've been at it for 7 years. The shot passed a long time ago if it did.
We got dozens and dozens of listeners.
I kind of feel like one day, you know, we go by SKiM.
Yeah.
What if Kim Kardashian was like, hey, I don't want y'all using that no more. I'm just gonna give y'all $1 million to stop that shit, or like $250,000
Each or like total?
the total. I mean, we ain't all getting that money.
I'll be honest, $250K, we could rebrand it to something else.
Yeah, cause she just tired of our shit. She's like,
Yeah.
I want Skims. No. I don't want y'all.
I feel like we could sell and then just do something else. Because, like, what if it's just a podcast? What if we still got We Tried and...
No, she want it all.
Oh, she wanted all? Then I want $300K. And that's split 4 ways.
Is it? No. Oh my god! But I know this seems like whatever. I was on episode 67 of Games We Don't Play, and I listened to my own episode because I do that. And what I find listening back to what I said was, we are active right now. You know what I'm saying? Build a Box Bar, which I need to get on Fiverr tonight and get us a logo. That has to happen. I keep saying I'm gonna do it and haven't done yet. So that's going down tonight. We tried all the shit.
I
we
had
got
thought about
popping.
that too, by the way. I just forgot to tell you.
Same. I just got. Vanessa was like, I was
Thinking about it in the car the other day while I was driving, and then you tried to not hit stuff, and then I forgot.
Vanessa was like, just wait until you get the slogan. I'm like, oh, I probably should do that, shouldn't I? So I'm gonna sit and do that tonight. As a matter of fact, put up.
Yeah, my thought was the barrel lid, a giant B, building boxes, bar, but like the B is like, you know,
Well,
that was my thought.
so we're gonna jump on that. I mean, we pushing the buttons, we doing the things, we making a move. And like I said, that has actually been quite a bit of a joy. To get these videos out here, and Vanessa's like, come look at this. I gotta edit. And I'm like, all right. I had to sit and go through and do notes.
When we first did the video stuff for that first episode with the Eagle Rare that we won the lottery for, some of the stuff you were doing, I was like, what the fuck are they doing that for? Because I've never been involved in like video editing like that and like B-roll and all that shit before. Like I've heard terms and shit, but I guess that you would say that was my first production for anything like that. And then like I watch other people's videos of the similar topic of what we were doing, and then I go, I get it now. Because I watched like a video and like they'll do like a close-up of the bottle and they'll do the slow motion wraparound so you see the whole label and all that shit. So I was like, oh, okay, so that's what they were doing.
Don't let a nigga get a better camera, because it's over. It's over for y'all bitches. Swear to God.
I'll get like a DLR.
A DSLR, SLR, yeah.
You should get like 6 cameras and then like have be on OnlyFans, have a masturbation video.
OnlyFans was trending on, I meant literally what I meant to talk about on the show today when we got into this other shit. OnlyFans was trending on Twitter today because I guess OnlyFans was down this morning.
Oh no.
But everybody was just like making jokes, OnlyFans, but, and then they'd be like, and call it only Cesarans, like as a particular style of art. OnlyFans, but, you know what I'm saying, pizzas, call it only this. And it's like if you go look at the OnlyFans trending topic on Twitter today, y'all, you, the listener, go back and listen to it. It'll probably, go back and research it. It
seems like a perfect time for me to push like Etsy, but for nudes or whatever.
It could be.
That was so it's actually a pretty solid trending topic of OnlyFans today to get the lights on.
Yeah, Reddit has been.
That's another thing. I was talking about this creative shit. I was at like I said, I was at Gabe's house the other day, and I was like, we can shoot this. Look, man, 3 camera setup, easy, one above, side to side. Probably somebody in motion, so 4 cameras technically, but you know what I'm saying, 3 static shots and 1 person in motion to film making Captain Crunch pancakes and Captain Crunch syrup.
Yeah, I seen the syrup the other day. That's a missed opportunity on my part. Like around Halloween, they had some strawberry blood pancake syrup. I should have bought it.
Right. So
I watched one of those bourbon channels. I watched them do a live stream last Saturday of making waffles and just drinking bourbon.
Yeah.
Like, I was just getting ready in the morning for work, like to work some Saturday OT, and yeah, I literally just had the phone by me while I was getting ready and just watched them make waffles.
But he just happened to have the way his island situation is set up. I was like, and the way it's lit, I was like, bro, this is perfect. We can shoot some shit. So I'm already like, what are we gonna call that? Whatever we shoot food, cooking food at Gabe's house.
What you call that?
Call it trying to keep.
No,
Gabe's
what you call
quiet.
That, but I was also like from Gabe's kitchen or something. I don't know. I was just ciphering it in my mind. It's like that has been where it's been. I've been having a lot of fun. Like I said, the creative vision has been basically, I guess, filling my heart and my joy a little bit is what it is. I know my IGTV shit is silly, but I have a good time doing it. It films well. Everybody who watches it has said how much they enjoy watching it, so it must do something. I just need more people to watch it, I guess. But also, in general, we would need more followers on our Instagram page. I don't know how to make that happen. I just truly don't. So if y'all got
I was just saying, I have to start showing some skin.
If you got some ideas on that tip, you know what I'm saying, how to get more I guess, followers. I don't want more followers with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I just want it to be seen, I guess. But beyond that, not really. And I'm saying I'm not a guy who I need likes because I don't give a fuck about that.
What about TikTok? Moving into TikTok.
Vanessa has a TikTok for the dog. It does, whatever. I don't know if it does decent because I don't know what decent is on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? But she has a dog, that TikTok for our dog that she enjoys doing every now from time to time. And I don't know what we would do on TikTok.
Just move the videos over there.
Well, no, because TikTok is, instant little videos, whereas the IGTV joints is just that's why I like IGTV, because it's meant to be a little bit more like their version of YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But meant to be watched on your phone. So, can't call it. I truly can't. But I do know, like I said, that's why my job is never a concern. I like my boss. I like my general coworker scene. I never do understand why they pick on one of our coworkers like they shit's funny. I've never thought it was funny. It just seems weird.
Who you think
it got to be on shit. And I know they think it's funny. It's just not funny to me. It just seems also it's like.
Who you think pick on them?
They all do. I watch his whole squad it is. And I'm like, y'all got get the fuck out of that man. He seems okay with it, but I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah, that's like one of the games that they. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't, and then, like I'm just like, that shit's weird. So, but most of my coworkers I fuck with and so forth, and those I just don't speak to. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's peace in that regard. And so like I said, I got a lovely little family, and I got this show that I make with my best friends, and we get it all out. So that's another thing. It's very therapeutic to sit and cipher divine with y'all, because like that, if it is some shit on my chest, it's like, let me get this out right now, and we do that, and I like doing that.
It's not like I don't do stuff in my personal life.
Yeah,
like
you have an exciting life. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's funny though. The other night, like another one of those Bumble match situations where it's
what
like,
do you want from this?
No, what do you do for fun, or what are you into? And I'm like, it's always the question, like, what the fuck do I do? And then I just start listing a couple things. I'm like, I guess this is who I am. I named, like, I bowl, I do this podcast stuff, and I think I wrote something about gym and cooking. I don't know.
But you also travel. It's like you've been on at least 3 trips this year.
I know I travel because I got my Google Maps report this morning, and it shows all the dots of all the places I stopped between Cleveland, Buffalo, and Kentucky.
Yeah. So it's like,
where were you in Kentucky?
We went to Louisville a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
How do you not know this? We had this discussion.
He wasn't here.
Oh, we had it with Gabriel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't here for it.
He bought some fancy ass
T and
liquor.
I took a road trip with Aiden on a Saturday.
Yeah.
I seen the pictures, but I didn't know exactly where y'all went.
Yeah, went down to Louisville. Some of that will end up in one of these episodes of Box's Bar. We got to get another go.
I think we talked about it on SKiM too. That should be coming up.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it already did. You already posted it.
Yeah, it was the one with the hot wife.
No,
it was the one last week with all the pictures that we took in Kentucky.
No,
yeah,
not there yet.
It's okay.
Well,
I might be your favorite podcast's favorite podcast. I'm just not our favorite podcast.
I don't think I have a favorite podcast.
Doughboy's my favorite podcast. I know that shit hands down. Like, I listened to the Double today, and I'm behind on all kinds of shows, but I made a point to listen to Double today because Tournament of Champions started today, and I had to be on that shit.
What's the tournament? What are they doing this year?
This year's Tournament of Champions is every item on the McDonald's menu.
Oh.
And they did the brackets, and they had to like do something. So 64 sesame seeds, because I fuck with Doughboys hard, and I was like, yeah, I'm about this.
I don't know if it was nationwide, but I was wondering if they were going to start eating the Wendy's breakfast.
The breakfast, they got to do that. They probably will, but they got to get them a heads up on that. But yeah, and if they don't, I mean, we have a show for that. Like, I don't know if we were doing it on the early morning move, whatever, but a Saturday morning, whatever, Sunday morning, we can do that.
I mean, we either that or like actually like we can just take an early lunch, go grab it, come back or eat it there, and or finish up, or like what they open up around 6 or 7.
Yeah, it's got to be if you're gonna do breakfast.
Yeah, because I was jealous for years.
Wendy's every day.
Yeah, I've been jealous for years because
actually I pass 2 of them every day.
By my girlfriend's job. There's a fly-in Pilot J.
Yeah.
And they have a Wendy's inside, and they've always had.
Is it the one by the Hardys?
I don't know.
Like all the way on the east side?
I mean,
no, I think it's west. It's
yeah, because her job the other way.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know where that one's at.
Yeah.
It's got the love sign.
It might be Love's there.
Yeah.
But like, and they had these like amazing looking. They look just like KFC fries for breakfast.
Yep. Yeah.
And I was just like, man, I would be going there every day if I was you. And now she don't got to worry about it no more. But yeah, I know I took a bunch of y'all coupons over there from for your side.
Yeah. You can just start having them because I'm the one who brings them in most of the time.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I get mailers every Tuesday, like the ad mailers, and I usually bring those in. Like I had a Wendy's one on my counter the other day.
Oh yeah, I have it now at my desk. I want to start couponing.
Oh, then I got you, because I don't. So I might as well just bring it to you.
You want me to bring you my Tuesday mailers?
I'm already overwhelmed. No, I don't want to do it. That's too much.
The problem for me is I looked into it, like Sam's Club doesn't accept coupons. And
I think BJ's is the only one that does.
I don't go to the normal stores enough to make value on that, so it's I don't bother.
Well, I don't know.
I had a coupon for $2 off Halo Top at Giant Eagle that I had put on my fridge 2 months ago, and then I looked at it on Sunday because I was taking trash out, and it still had 3 weeks left on it before it expired, and I was like, "Fuck this!" I threw it out. I ain't gonna go buy it.
Halo, I know we tried Halo Top years ago. I didn't think it was that great.
I think it's fine. It's passable for what it is. It's not real dairy milk ice cream, but I've had worse.
See, that's the one thing. If I could get the creamy consistency, that's the one thing. That iciness is what I don't like.
And you have to basically you gotta let that shit thaw for so long. It's bro, I could have ate this pint over here in the meantime. You play at me.
Yeah, I just, it's just like with turkey bacon. I'll just do without that for.
Dude, I fried up some turkey bacon the other day for when I made them quiche.
Yeah.
And one, it fried up so clean. It had the nice little brittle kind of vibe of bacon.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, this is nice.
I mean,
Lily, and the dog was wrecking.
they do have good turkey bacons, but Oscar Mayer and them ain't making it.
Yeah, we gotta get that duck bacon we was talking. Remember where we see that at?
At Highness, that shit.
I check every time we go since he told me about it, and I haven't had it.
I'm sure we can find some duck bacon.
Yeah, we gotta try that. I can get duck eggs. I'm shook of eating other eggs besides chicken eggs. I know that's dumb because it's just all the same goddamn thing, sort of. But I'll be like,
I'm not gonna fuck with an emu egg though.
I've seen a guinea fowl egg and it's a bit bigger, and I'm like, that's a little too much egg. And I've seen duck eggs that are a little smaller, but they're supposed to be richer and so forth. I'm like,
yeah. I was watching what was it, Binging with Babish?
Yeah.
And then Margot Robbie is allergic to chicken eggs.
Yeah, so I saw that on Hot Ones. Yeah.
Yeah, so they made it with duck egg.
Yeah. What an interesting allergen. And I wonder what is in chicken eggs that causes her the issue. You know what I'm saying?
Jason Mantzoukas has the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's.
So
Hollywood.
Other people have it, but yeah, I'm not fucking with the emu egg. I remember I seen it at a Whole Foods one time. It's this fucking big.
That's twice now they have had women ensemble cast movie stars. The main star come in and they dragging all their co-stars
on the show.
They don't do that with dudes. They don't drag in you know what I'm saying, everybody from Ocean's 11 don't get dragged in to have a Hot Ones kind of vibe. And I wonder,
when that happened, I was like, what the fuck is this?
It was weird. It was weird. It was weird on Charlie's Angels. It was weird on his Birds of Prey one. And I'm like, what?
They should have had him on the whole episode.
At least with Charlie's Angels, they were all sitting there.
Yeah, they came in and just stood. Yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this was video cut-ins. It was weird.
Yeah,
it was weird.
I didn't understand the vibe.
Anybody that they had guy-wise, because honestly, other than Will Ferrell, it hasn't been really good guy pools. It's only been the women have been great, like Charlize Theron.
Lenny Kravitz's daughter was on there.
Yeah. All the good pools have been women. The dudes have been duds.
Well, I remember maybe 2 seasons back, or maybe 3 seasons back, somebody had wrote how Hot Ones never has women on the show, and they at that point probably had a couple of women, and so I felt like they've genuinely been trying to make an effort, but also at the same time that's unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to drag her whole. They all those women are actors in their own right and could probably hold down an episode. You know what I'm saying? It's unnecessary to you to
I'll be honest though, every time they pull people on there, I'm I don't know who the fuck these other people are, other than that they're in the movie with this person I've heard of.
I only knew the one lady because she was on Full House, and she's Josie Smollett's sister.
Well, they have what you call Ramona Flower on that Bird of Prey episode. So it's yeah, fuck, I love what's her name?
Ramona Flowers.
Winslet. What's her? No, that's not her name.
Mary Elizabeth
Winstead. Thank you.
Yeah. But most of the interesting shows, yes, Michael Cera is one of my favorite episodes ever, and then God, what's that dude name? Peter Butter Falcon.
Shia LaBeouf. Paul Rudd, I think, was really good.
Yeah. Okay. So, but Issa Rae, Halle Berry, Charlize Theron, all the really great episodes have been women.
Yeah.
Pretty much like, dudes bitch out so much on there.
They really do, and it's like I gotta stop, man. It's just too much. It's like
like I never see like.
Sure, like Rachel Ray and Guy Fieri were really good too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Rachel Ray just sauced it with spoons.
with spoons, which I think is more gangster than anything.
And no water, I think.
Yeah, there's no nothing here. I'm just taking it to the face. Ain't no bread to soak this up.
I got call time an hour and a half. Give me a spoon.
I mean, I know I could probably like look it up on like some message boards or something like that if I knew how to do that shit. But I'm quite sure like the tofu or whatever, like the vegan option, that gotta be hotter. Because I'm sure it soaks up more hot sauce than a chicken wing that's like not as porous as like, tofu, which is constantly, hey, you mix this with this and it tastes more like that.
Well, I've made deep fried tofu, and like you gotta press the shit out of it before you can fry it up.
Yeah.
And so if anything, it does make a denser, I guess, material. But if they were to flip the tofu itself in the hot sauce first, and then bread it, and then flip that in the hot sauce, yeah. If they doubled it, you know what I'm saying, like that, yeah, they probably could get hot.
I don't think they're gonna go that deep though.
I have no idea how well they're cooking anything.
Well, no, because I don't think they don't do the cooking. They order all that shit. So it's like the people at the restaurants. I don't think are gonna, do that special for them.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I like they're in the complex. I mean, you think they'd have a kitchen?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure like they always talk about like where they got the wings from and shit.
Yeah,
It's always some like restaurant around the corner.
Yeah.
And then like when they travel, because they don't always do the episodes in New York.
Yeah. Even though they have that set, maybe the set's easy, just a black backdrop. So
Yeah.
He'll be like, we in Cali today, and on the set of whatever. And
because I know Idris Elba was like, they were in the UK for that.
Yeah.
So,
some Nando's. Hit that shit with some sauce. I want to eat some Nando's. I always hear about how a cheeky snack from Nando's is supposed to be so delicious.
Do you ever feel like when they do the interview and the person getting interviewed is like, oh, you asked such interesting questions, or you feel like they leave that shit in on purpose? Because it's like, how many, like, is there no one else that does interviews ask interesting questions?
No.
Oftentimes, that's the thing I have come across. Oftentimes people will talk about how shitty their interviews are because it's just like that's the same question.
That's how I feel about sports reporting.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, so you guys didn't do as well in the first half. How are you gonna do better in the second half? Well, we're gonna try harder and hope it works out.
Yeah, that's the two things. Like the paper probably tells them to ask those questions, and like when for example with the Birds of Prey. That was probably like a whole press junket day. They were probably together all day, and she was booked on the show, and they were just already there.
Yep.
Like, so they are hearing the same questions over and over all that day, and then when he there and asks you stuff like, so I see you wearing some Air Force Ones, or how low have you had them? I'm like, that's a good question. Nobody asked me that because you've been asked about
how much are you like Harley Quinn?
Yeah,
because that's the question. I bet you if you were to go watch Hollywood, whatever, E.T. or Hollywood, whatever, extra. They got that. You can hear the same question asked multiple times. So it's like, when they come through with a little more personalized to you questions, like, oh man, how you know about that? My mama told you some shit.
Oh yeah.
I always love that when they be like, some real, like some deep family shit, some lore. Like, hold on, who told you that?
Yeah, that is one of the unique things about Hot Ones. It's just like. He be asking some it's never the same kind of questions any episode.
It always frustrates me when he asks a question that I kind of want to hear, and then like the hot sauce puts them to the point where they don't even, they just fucking gloss over the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
and then it's like, all right, well the next question, like I want to know, go back.
Yeah, that has happened a few times. Like on the Will Ferrell episode, it was like. It was funny because at the end he was like, what's this fucking shit? I was like, oh no, he said that was the dumbest shit I've ever done. But I was just like, that is so hilarious because like he wasn't getting through those questions that Will.
Yeah, the Will Ferrell one, when I saw it was like 20, 21 minutes, I was like, oh, this is about to be a stinker.
Women are just built better, man. They can take that shit, bro.
I was like, if I'm getting Will Ferrell and I'm only getting 20 minutes, man, Will Ferrell can't handle this.
Yeah. I mean, I think Will Ferrell's funny, but I really don't think he's that interesting. Like Michael Cera, I don't like I said that was one of my favorite ones because like his answers were just so interesting because you don't know that much about him. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, who watches or reads Michael Cera interviews? You know,
I watch everything about Michael Cera.
I really did enjoy Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, that
If you watch
was
Honey
good
Boy, it's
too.
on Amazon. I don't know if you've seen it.
The thing about Shia LaBeouf being on there is like he has so many run-ins and like problems that you just like write the dude off as being crazy.
Yeah.
And then to hear him talk as a normal person who feels like they have some kind of depth, you're like, oh, okay, so like there's a person in there.
Yeah, that was the thing though. It's just like, I know I've recently learned that I stole this from Shrek, but people just got layers like onions, man. Like, you know, some is thick, some thin. Like, I just kind of feel like those kind of people are more interesting because it's like, something led you to this.
Yeah.
I want to know. I kind of want to know why instead of just like writing you off. That's why I always say that I feel like people who like you know, or like people consider crazy or prophets because like you're ignoring like what's right in your face, and these people are probably speaking the truth. Like you're probably like he probably has like the key to what you need to know, and you're ignoring him because he's not saying it, or he's not displaying what you think he should be displaying, or in a way that you feel is like just regular. I mean, I just feel like those kind of people are more interesting.
Go check out Peanut Butter Falcon. Really was a really good movie.
I gotta see Honey Boy.
Well, like I said, it's on Amazon, so you know what I'm saying?
Honey Boy is
it's on Amazon.
Butter,
Honey Boy's on Amazon, so you can go see it there. I saw Attack the Block the other day. It was fantastic. We'll talk about that another time. Need to wrap this one up and head back to the office.
The place we hate so much.
Do a solid. Go if you can. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Review us everywhere that's possible. That's actually just Apple Podcasts and Stitcher at this point.
I would say join our Patreon so you can hear our upcoming review of Creme Brulee Kit Kat.
Yeah, for sure. If you trying to support the show, you know what I'm saying, our Patreon is the best way to do it. At the $5 and above level, you get extra shows, and that shit's pretty dope, and we do a pretty good job, I think. So that shit's hype. I really dig it. I think you'll dig it too. We got merch, TeePublic, Stay Crunchy and Milk. We out here. We out here doing the damn thing, and I'm real proud of what we do. 2020 vision is so far so good thus far, and as we set foot in March. So,
man, it's fucking March already.
Bruh, January wouldn't leave. February was a blink, and here we are here. We'll see how this one flows. So,
yeah, weren't we talking about going to like Detroit or some shit?
Yeah, and when the weather break, that shit's going down.
Right.
Yes,
that shit's going down. No worries. I'm saying we're gonna get it in.
Buddy's Pizza, can't wait.
That's Tatum 216. That's Lunchbox 2099. I am the Internet Stereo 713. You've just been podcasting. You loved it.
I'm gonna scrub myself from the internet.
Peace.